Mr. Chairman, distinguished delegates, my name is Ekaete Judith Umoh from Ekaete State, President of Joint National Association of Persons with Disability, representing the interests of persons with disability here. Mr. Chairman, I want to really commend the efforts of the committee. They've done an excellent job here. They succeeded in treating disability as a standalone thematic issue here, and they've done their recommendations in such a way that it does not subsume. And the recommendations are adequate and beautiful. However, for the purpose of implementation, I want us to strategically look at these recommendations and align it with Resolution 159 of the ILO Convention that speaks specifically for to the employment of persons with disability, and also look at it very strategically in line with Article 2 of the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disability, which speaks about accessibility, and it talks about reasonable accommodation. It talks about workplace policy. Mr. Chairman, distinguished delegates, if you make available, the RAMs, the leave, the sign language and interpreters, all the accessible instruments in place, if you don't have conducive workplace policies for persons with disability, they may not be able to perform very well on the duty post. Mr. Chairman, what I'm talking about here has some budget implication. When we take those two articles together, we can now begin to do some inclusive budgeting, even in the civil service, when we are looking at the issues of persons with disability. Talking of capacity building, knowing fully well that you have persons with disability within the civil service, you know how to plan to take their condition into consideration when planning, and it does have budget implication. For instance, Mr. Chairman, a blind man working in the civil service, we need some softwares to be able to perform very well. And if that is not budgeted for, again, there will be a gap. And that person may not be able to perform very well at duty post. We have several instruments that needs to be disability friendly or accessible instruments that will enable persons with disability to perform. So I am submitting that in all of these recommendations, which is strategically aligned with ILO 159 and the Article 2 of the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disability. Thank you.